Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. And today we're gonna be looking at another new makeup releases and makeup news. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. I will tell you whether I'm interested in any of these products, if I'm gonna dupe any of these products, if I've already bought them, and kind of give you my opinion on these. And just to see what is happening. In case you're interested in what I'm wearing, the video will be up in a couple of days, but I've been duping one palette from the Room that launched not that long ago, and I created 3 looks with that dupe. So if you want to see that, definitely make sure that you are subscribed to my channel so that you are notified when I post that video. And now I have prepared the makeup on your radar page, and we're gonna look at what's currently being released. Let me actually advent calendars are starting to appear. So we have the Sephora Favorites Lash Stash to Go makeup value set with Lancome Idol Flutter Extension Mascara, Yves Saint Laurent Lash Clash Extreme Volume Mascara, Benefit Curling and Lifting Mascara, a Charlotte Tilbury Exagger Eyes Mascara, I don't know, and Tarte Tartelette Lengthening and Tubing Mascara. It's for $29, and you're getting miniatures. You're getting 2 milliliters of mascaras. Usually mascaras have like 7 to 8 milliliters, so yeah, it's like a quarter of regular mascaras. I don't care about that. I haven't tried any of these mascaras. Maybe it would be nice to like try that, but I'm not into buying expensive mascaras, so even though I could try these, I would never actually purchase the full size. And then there's like Kosas kit, there's Sephora Favorites Cologne Sampler set with redeemable cologne sampler set from a lot of different brands like Maison Margiela, Gucci, Gaultier, Prada, Tom Ford, and many others. It's for $98. To be honest, I've never really bought these like value sets and stuff. Sometimes I do get these as a gift for Christmas, or sometimes even for my birthday because it's right after Christmas. There's another like lip value set from Sephora. Like there's so many different sets. This one is for $52, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 products. I don't know. And like Glitz and Glam makeup value set. So many different ones. I don't think I would be really interested in any of them. Yeah, like no, I'm not really interested in any of them. There's like a million different ones. And yeah, then NYX Cosmetics has the Bridgerton collection. That was probably the only reason I decided to film this video, because that's the only release I know from this week that is happening. And I know a lot of people have been talking about it. So there's like duo blushes in different colors. There's highlighters and stuff like that. So there's the Royal Blush Palette, Lady in Silver, Wallflower, and the Queen for $15 each. I do love that like peachy pinky one with that like kind of bubblegum pink, because I think that's the only one from this set that would fit with my skin tone. The other ones look too berry, too cool toned for me. Then there's the Royal Highlighters in shades Iridescent Peach and Light Gold for $12 each. It's the multi-chrome highlighters that they've had, like the Buttermelt, or how is it called? Like that formula. And the blush palette is $15 each. Then there's the Royal Epic Ink Liner Glitz in shades Glitzed in Silver and Glitzed in Gold for $11 each. Royal Butter Lip Gloss in shades Praline and Angel Food Cake for $6 each, and the full collection is for $90. It's available at NYX Cosmetics. I am thinking about filming a full face of NYX in the future. And I was kind of thinking about maybe buying the palette from the Wednesday collection, and maybe I could do blush for this collection. I do have one blush from them, but it's the orange blush from the Buttermilk collection. And the Wednesday palette is like very cool tone, so maybe I could get one of these Bridgerton blushes, like the pinky peachy one. Maybe that could work for me. So I am kind of thinking about this, a couple products from this. Then there's the Dew Drops 2 by Diavrune that are now that is now available. It's a 6-pan of all shimmers. Ofra has a new sneak peek, and it's a mini like trio palette. So it's the, what is it called, midi palette. So they are coming soon, but we don't know when. Bobbi Brown has the Easy Neutrals eyeshadow palette and eyeliner set for $51.75. I've never tried anything from Bobbi Brown. They also have like lip oil duos, wipe and go eyeshadow and eyeliner trios. Then there's new release from Gary Cosmetics. It's the Rococo Secret Glow Fantasy series that is now available. I don't know what is the price, but they're a multichrome holochrome shades, and they have the Cleonat shape, like the rectangular shape as Cleona has, and it looks very similar to Cleona pants. Like even the imprint on the pants, like it kind of looks sus. And there's a new release or sneak peek from Little Cosmetics. There's something coming soon. A lot of people are speculating that it's The Conjuring. I don't know if I've ever seen The Conjuring. I don't think I have. So I can't really tell if it's correct or not, but a lot of people have been talking about that, and most people agree that it's probably Conjuring. So we'll see what that's gonna look like. There are like sets from Tatcha and Hourglass and so many other brands that I don't really care for. So we're not gonna really talk about that. I know there was also some sets from like Lawless, Fenty, Rare Beauty has a set. Anyways, Lights Lacquer. They still don't ship to Czech Republic, by the way, I've checked. They have the Film Noir collection, which is beautiful. It's all dark nail polishes. Some are super sparkly. There's stickers and other things. There's the hollow magnetic powder, like a pigment powder, and it's gonna be out on Wednesday, I believe. So I can't wait to actually see like all the swatches and everything from this collection. It looks really cool. I just wish I could get my hands on Lights Lacquer, because I don't know, let me know if you know, but I haven't been able to find Czech Republic in their shipping options, which is very annoying because I do really like their products. Like I would love to try them because they look really pretty. Let's see, what else do we have? The Holo Taco Renaissance, the Holo Renaissance collection is out. It's the 6 cursed hollows that are like enrolling into their collection. They look really pretty, but honestly, I don't know. I like hollow toppers. I do think that if you have like 1 or 2 really nice hollow topper polishes, you can kind of get this effect from any of your nail polishes essentially. So I don't really see the need to buy like hollow polishes, like if you have a topper, because the hollow particles are literally just that you have sparkles of all sorts of colors from the rainbow. So if you have 1 or 2, maybe like smaller particles and bigger particles, that's it. Like you can use it over everything and you're done. So I feel like that's smarter in my opinion and more cost effective. Also, like nail polishes still can not really expire, but they will turn dry eventually. So I would prefer that over these polishes, but you know, of course, there is a value in these. It's just I don't have space to own 5,000 nail polishes. I have like, I don't know, maybe like 60 nail polishes, and I barely have space to put them and organize them somewhere. Like I have one basket here, and then I have a nail polish stand at my dorm, and I can't really, like, I don't have much more space to put nail polishes in, and it's really hard to store them, and I just don't want to have them in a huge box just piling there. So I don't really know how you're supposed to do this. And the nail polish stands usually take up so much space, which I do not have. Then we already know, this is another reason why I'm filming this video, we already know what's inside the Trapped collection from Gourmand Girls in collaboration with Doodles by the Bunny. So we have another one of these long, is it 16 pan? No, 14 pan palettes from Gourmand Girls. It's very like pink and cool tone greens. Then there are 2 iridescent highlighters and a lot of different shades of lipsticks. It is very gorgeous launch. I'm like super excited about this. I don't think I'm gonna get the entire collection, but let me see how much this costs. If we have, oh, so the full collection is $365. Full lip collection is $289. The PR box is $105. Palette is for $55.99. The highlighter is for $20. And the chlorophyll liquid lipsticks are from $18. So I wouldn't mind getting some of the lipsticks because I think they look really pretty. So maybe like one of the shimmery ones and one of the, like, I don't know if it's cream or matte, but one of those. I think that could be really cool. I don't think I need iridescent highlighters. I have so many. I have 2 iridescent highlighter palettes and then a couple like singles. And then for the palette, the purples I feel like I have in the Nightshade palette and in the Haunted palette, and the greens, they are really pretty, but and they are definitely more neutral and kind of softer than the greens that I have from like the Haunted and the Spooked and the Nightshade palette. But I have so many green palettes, especially this year. I really realized how many green palettes I have because in every single project, like whether it's Project 20 Uses, Project Level Up and stuff like that, I've been constantly rolling greens. So that really like made me realize that I have too many green palettes. And I have these shades. I really do have these shades, especially the greens. Like I have the Cosmic Beauty Undergrowth palette, for example, the Ireland palette from Nomad, like so many different green palettes. So I don't think I really need this. I feel like this is like a cooler version of the Nightshade palette because the Nightshade is very warm toned and very bright. Even the purples are like super bright, whereas these are more like the dustier pinks and purples, and the greens again. Like it's like a cooler, softer, less vibrant version of Nightshade, which makes sense because they are sister palettes. I don't think I need this. It's a beautiful palette. Trust me, it's a beautiful palette. And if I would receive this, like if I was given this as a gift or received it in PR, I would absolutely use the shit out of it. Like you can bet their money on that. But I don't think I need to buy it. I might dupe it. That is a thing that I might do. Do I have similar palette in my collection? I don't really think so. I don't think I have a palette like this in my collection with these like softer, cooler tones. At least I cannot think of any because I'm usually more into like brighter, warm tones. So I don't think I have this anywhere, which it definitely has. That definitely is a plus point for this palette, but I really don't think it's necessary for me to buy this. And then what else? The Seahorse palette from Adept Cosmetics is now back for pre-order. I wanted to buy this one quite seriously, but it was sold out on Monolith before I was able to buy it. I don't know if Monolith will bring it back. If they would, maybe I would get this. I was able to dupe this palette, and I will leave that video in the card. And I think I was able to dupe it like really, really well. And I have all of these shades, like all of the duped shades here. So I can technically still like dupe it again. But I kind of really want this palette. If it's gonna be at Monolith and I'll have the finances to buy it immediately, I will. But if that's not gonna happen, then I guess it's not in the stars for me. So that is restocking. Colourpop has the Shadow of Secrets restock. It's like the Cool Tone Berry palette and collection. But I'm not really that much into these shades. I do love a bit of berries and a bit of like dusty roses and stuff like that, but it's not something I wear very often, and I don't love Colourpop's formula enough to buy that. Like if I would buy this Color Story somewhere, it wouldn't be from Colourpop, it would be formulas that are better. Not that Colourpop isn't good. I do quite like their mattes, but I know brands that have way better mattes, and their shimmers are very lackluster. But this is restocking on the 11th of September, which is what, Friday? I think it's Friday. No, it's Thursday, right? One of those. Then the Kryptein Cosmetics Emerald City eyeshadow palette is now at Look Healthy store as well, and I think it's coming to Monolith for the next launch, which is on 28th, if that is Sunday. I think I'm gonna dupe this palette. I really want to dupe this. I don't know if I have these shades in my collection. Like some of them I'm kind of unsure, but I really want to dupe this one to see. Honestly, I love this color story. It's like army greens with gold tone, almost like gray beiges and black, and there's a black. And the color story itself is really pretty. I think what's drawing me the most though is the neon venomous packaging. Like that is so cool, and I would love to try Kryptein. That is on my bingo card. I don't know if for this year or next year, but I do really want to try that brand so much. What else? I have a vague memory that there was something else that I wanted to talk about for this week, but I cannot figure that out. There's a lot of things from One Size and the Nessa Myrix now at Sephora, if I remember that correctly, but it doesn't really concern me because this is US Sephora, not. By the way, I talked about the Dewdrops Part 2 from Dievern. You can now get that at Glaminatrix website as well, so if you are Australian and you want to get Dievern, they kind of partnered up. And they will have the Dewdrops 2, and Magnetic Mineralia over at Glaminatrix website. So I think it's really cool that brands are kind of partnering up like that, because that helps both brands when they can, like, a lot of people do want maybe palettes from both of these brands, but they want to save up on shipping. So this is a really cool way how to, make people buy your product. That's why I really love Monolith, because even though I do pay a little bit more for the palettes than I would if I were to buy the palettes on their own from the official website, I would spend so much money on shipping, and then you never know what kind of taxes you're gonna pay and how much it's gonna be, because here in Czech Republic, like, the import fees and like duties and everything, like, it is insane. And I feel like the numbers that the cost of those taxes is very like randomized numbers, because it always is something different. I don't know how they count it, because there's absolutely no logic to it whatsoever. And I'm pretty good at numbers, but I have absolutely zero clue as to how they count this. even though it's from the same brands and it's from the same country of origin and everything. Like, it makes no sense. So yeah, so I definitely appreciate maybe spending more on the palette initially, but knowing that I don't have to pay anything else after the order, that for me is definitely way better than spending a little less on with the order, but then never knowing how much I'm actually gonna pay with the taxes and everything. And lately I've been, I don't know if I should say this, but lately I've been reading a lot of stories from like US about like people complaining for the like tariffs and everything and how they have to pay like $20 additional in taxes. And I'm like, I do the same here in Czech Republic. Like, I buy a palette that's $60, I pay $15 for shipping, and then I pay another like $40 in customs. Like, that's normal. That's how it goes here. So I know that it must be really frustrating if you've never had to encounter that. But PSA, if you live in like Europe and you buy stuff from US, you pay these things as well. Obviously, it very depends on the country that you live in, but I know that Germany is very strict with this, Czech Republic as well, a lot of other places as well. I know a lot of people in Poland, which is right next to Czech Republic, by the way, that don't have to pay that much for like duties and stuff. They still have to pay, but it's not as expensive, at least from what I've heard. So yeah, I don't know, but yeah, you're not the only one. It's happening here too. It happens here too, and it's been happening here for a very, very long time. It's a normal thing. So I just want to let you know that it's not like out of the world concept. I know that it's not like called tariffs per se here, but you still have to pay a lot of in duties. So yeah, that's what that is. I just wanted to mention that because I feel like maybe if you live in US, you might not know that the rest of the world has had this thing pretty much ever. So pretty much since ever. So yeah, you're not alone. That's what I'm trying to say. And we've been dealing with it for a very long time. And it's just something that you have to deal with. But I know that it's really, really annoying for indie brands because most of their customers are from US because the shipping is a lot less expensive. So it's like more accessible. But anyways, was there anything else? There was the... I know there was something else that I've read about, but I cannot... there's something new coming from Elf. Which I'm definitely not interested in because after the whole Matt Drive thing, I wanted to do a full face of Elf, but now no. I don't like that comedian, if you want to say it that way, and I don't support how they acted after the whole thing was over. I wasn't really like watching the whole scandal. I only saw a couple posts and people sharing a couple things. But yeah, the lack of transparency and the lack of apology and just self-awareness is enough for me to opt out. I don't like drama. I don't watch drama. I don't care for drama. And I don't really believe in like a cancellation, but there are certain things that I just won't stomach, and this is one of those things that I'm just not comfortable with. So I'm not gonna be, I'm not getting my hopes up, and I'm definitely not getting excited over whatever they're bringing. And there was, I think there was something else I wanted to talk about, but I cannot find it, and I cannot remember what that could be. So that's gonna be everything for today. Let me know which of these releases is your favorite. I think the only one that I'm like quite into is the Trapped release. But as I said, I don't need to buy that, so I will not buy that one. So I will not buy that one. I'm still waiting to get my Salem palette from Nomad. I don't know when that's gonna come, but I've ordered that was it 2 weeks ago? Week and a half, week and a bit, I'm not sure. And they said that it might take 2 weeks to restock these into their European warehouse. So I hope that within the next 2 weeks I might get my hands on that one, because I would really love to start filming with that. And I know I made an order at Cleona for the iridescent little bundle. I don't remember how it was called. It was like a pun. It's like the iridescent sparkly palette. And I know that I bought it at pre-order and it was supposed to start shipping at the beginning of September. So I think within the next couple of days it might start shipping, unless there's something happening at Cleona, which I haven't really seen anything from them. But also I don't have time in a day to watch everything and follow all the updates from all the brands. So maybe I've missed something. If you also bought from Cleona and you're waiting for your order, let me know if there's like any new information or when is the shipping day, because I know that they said in the order that it's gonna be beginning of September. So, but they could have postponed that in the meantime. So if you know something, let me know. And are there any products that you're excited about or that you've purchased? Or are you just saving up for Black Friday sales? Because obviously those are coming soon. So let me know down below. I would really love to hear your thoughts and your opinions. And that's gonna be everything for today. So I really hope that you've had a wonderful week, and I'll be super happy to see you tomorrow with a very special video. So bye.